What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video, the Footballers Be the channel, where today I'm going to talk about the long-awaited game. It's El Clasico! Finally, the day has arrived where Real Madrid will face the best team in Europe, the best team of all time, the best team to ever touch the pitch, especially this season. Real Madrid is in second, Barcelona is in first. We're the best team of all time right now. So it's obvious that Barcelona are going to the Santiago Bernabeu to destroy them, to obliterate them, to humiliate them, especially since Mbappe is there now. So obviously we're going to get back against him, who always wants to score on us and win every time he plays us. So I'm kind of scared right there. But nonetheless, obviously this is going to be a beautiful game, a classic game, and honestly, this is one of the Clásicos that a lot of people are tuning in for, basically because of the way that both teams are playing so far this season, especially Barcelona, who under Hansi Flick have completely changed and revolutionized the way they've been playing. And honestly, the whole world wants to see the key players like Vinicius Jr., Jude Bellingham, Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, Lewandowski, Mbappe. All of these players are bringing the attention to the world to tune in for this Clásico. After a long time, a lot of people have not been tuning in because ever since Messi and Ronaldo left, I guess the hype for Clásico went down. Obviously, for Barcelona and Real Madrid fans, that's not the case. I'm always hyped for a Clásico. I'm always excited for a Clásico, but this one is just another level right now. So I'm excited right now. So for this video, I'm going to give my opinions on the match, what I think is going to happen, the score, the result that I think will happen for this game, the lineups that I expect for tomorrow, and yeah, let's get right into it. But before we start, make sure to like, subscribe, favorite, hit a notification, send to your local or Madrid, Barca fans. Let them know, give your opinions down below on how you think the game will end up. Just chat to me in the comments. So yeah, let's get right into it. So Barcelona go to the Santiago Bernabeu on a little Saturday afternoon over here in Eastern Time in New York, where I live in. But over there, I don't know what time it is over there. But obviously, when it comes to how these teams are doing so far in the season, Barcelona are ahead by 3 points in the league, with having 27 points, and Madrid having 24 points. I am pretty sure they have 6 points, 6 wins and 2 draws, and Barcelona have 8 wins and 1 loss. So if Real Madrid get the win for this, they'll be tied in points with us, but we'll be ahead because we have more goals. We have like a 24 goal difference right now in the league, if I'm not mistaken. We have a huge margin when it comes to goal difference. So if they do beat us, we'll still be on top, but obviously we'd be in the same amount of points, and then it'd be a close race. So what are my opinions for this match? Obviously, this week was Barcelona's death week. This is Barcelona's most testing week of the Hansi Flick era, the way that Barcelona are playing. This week was the real test. Bayern was the first test, which we passed with flying colors, and now Real Madrid is the real test. Because I've been saying for weeks, honestly, like you guys can check all my old videos, that Bayern Munich was never going to be a problem. I think we were going to handle them very easily, that we were going to do fine against them. I predicted a 4-1 win, and that's exactly what happened. Obviously, going into that game, there were, obviously, we scored first. We scored very early, but then after that, we struggled a bit with the high line that we were playing. We were compact, but sometimes we just misunderstood each other. The back line just misunderstood each other, and they let Bayern Munich run through us a couple times until ultimately they tied it up. But from there, we got into the game, and then boom, we started scoring, and we won the game, and we dominated after that. But there were obviously issues that were noticed from the high line that we played on the Hansi Flick system. The high line is very dangerous when you're playing against teams that like to play that kind of like to play those kind of teams, and that have players that have very high IQ, that are very have very good ability and are very smart, like Real Madrid have, like the two most dangerous transition players in world football right now, which you could say is Kylian Mbappe and Vinicius Jr. Those guys are very intelligent and making runs up behind, and they are quick as fuck. So playing that high line is going to be very risky against Real Madrid. I don't think Hansi Flick will make many changes to the system. Well, we'll see if he does. I'd be curious to see if he makes any changes for this game, because obviously the way that we started against Bayern Munich, if we do that against Real Madrid, they will score easily compared to how Bayern were doing. So we have to be very careful in how we use this high line. the back line just has to be perfect. They have to be perfect in defending and being compact and making sure that Vinicius Jr. and Mbappe don't make those runs like too easily. Obviously, when it comes to our midfield and our attack, we're going to have to, since we play such a high line, we want to attack very quickly and try to score as quickly as possible. You know, we don't want, so far, this Hansi Flick is, as much as we want to hold on to the ball, we want to create something with having the ball, not just hold on to possession for so long and do absolutely nothing with it. We saw even against Bayern, we had less possession. Imagine that, a Barcelona team having less possession than the other team is very rare. So, as much as we're not, if we're not holding as much possession, the main thing is the fact that we are at least creating a lot of chances and creating a lot of danger. So it's going to be very, it's going to be crucial that we finish our chances and create as many chances as we can possible. Because when I look at Real Madrid's back line, I'm not too worried completely about their back line. I feel like this season they haven't been great defensively, so we can definitely expose that. And that is something we will have to work on, a lot that game. I think Lewandowski might be the guy who's going to struggle a lot in the attack, because we saw against Bayern that Kim Min-jae and Upamecano give him troubles when he was trying to drop deep, when he was trying to win headers. It was very difficult with him. Even in past Clásicos, he has struggled a bit too. So it's going to take a lot from him to drop deep and play that false nine or whatever the hell that he wanted to do, like dropping deep, and be very strong and, try to help as much as possible. But he will have a difficult match. He for sure will have a difficult match. I think that, going into this game, there's going to be I think it's going to be a back and forth game. I don't think it's going to be one team dominating. I hope it is. I hope that we will be dominating. I think we will have more chances than them. But that would all depend on how compact we are in the defensive line, how smart every player is and how ready they are to make a transition run, because Real Madrid will probably focus a lot on what Bayern were doing, is over the top through balls, making those through passes so that Vinny and Mbappe can get through and, go one-on-one with the goalie. So we're going to have to be very smart and very compact in the back line. What the lineups I expect for this game are, for Real Madrid, Lunin in goal, 100%, because Courtois is out injured. The defense, for Lamendi on the left, center backs of Militao and Rudiger. And on the right back, I'm assuming that Lucas Vazquez will start this game. The reports have come out that he will start this game. There were other reports that Militao, but I'm thinking Ancelotti will trust Lucas Vazquez for this game. Midfield-wise, I think it will be a midfield of Tchouaméni, Luka Modric, Valverde, Bellingham. So they're going to go back to that diamond formation, and then up top, Vinicius Jr. and Mbappe. So they're going to go back to that diamond formation that they were playing last season. And I guess that could be their strongest lineup. I said in one of the Barca talks that I was worried that if Arda Güler starts this game, that we might have some problems, but I don't think Ancelotti will just trust him for this game. I think he just prefers Luka Modric and all the other players. Camavinga, I think, again, Luka Modric had a pretty good game against Borussia Dortmund, so he will 100% trust him over Camavinga for this game to start. Camavinga will just come in as a sub, and again, he's still even dangerous as a sub. So, yeah, that's the lineup that I expect for Real Madrid. For Barcelona, is exactly the same that we've been playing this whole season. Iñaki Peña in goal, which I'm not too confident about, but I guess Hansi Flick sees something in this guy that he just wants to trust him, because we signed Szczesny, who is a more experienced and who's played in the high level, but we haven't seen any minutes from him, so it's looking like Iñaki Peña will 100% start against Real Madrid. So I don't know what he sees in him, because Iñaki Peña, even against Bayern, he had a lot of opportunities where he could have made some good diagonals, could have made some good passes through the middle to break us out from the back, and he just doesn't do it because he just doesn't have the confidence, and I don't think he has the ability of doing it. I don't think he's that great with his feet. Like that whole time, he was just playing long balls to Lewandowski to try to bring it down, and every time Lewandowski lost the ball to Kim Min-jae or Upamecano. So he's not going to be very trustworthy, but I hope he steps up for this game, because he will need to. He will definitely be tested more this game than he was against Bayern Munich. Defensive line is going to be exactly the same. Jules Koundé on the right, Inigo Martinez, Cubarsí through the center halves, and the left back of Alejandro Balde. Attack, 100% going to be the same. Lewandowski, Rafinha, and Lamine Yamal. Midfield, Now, here's the question. The midfield, 100% Casado and Pedri are going to start this game. There's just no way they don't. They've been playing amazing so far this season, and they deserve to start this game, especially Pedri. Whew. Now, the 10. The player that's going to be play behind Lewandowski. The players are going to that the cam role, the false nine role, whatever you want to call it. Who's going to play that position? Obviously, Fermin Lopez played against Bayern, and he played a very, very good game. He got to assist that game, and he has shown that he is capable of playing these high-intensive games. He also scored against Madrid last season too, so he has some merit, right? When it comes to Frankie de Jong and Gavi, I just don't think they're ready to start this game, especially Gavi. He just came back from a major injury. We have to slowly incorporate him back into the team, into the games. So he won't start. Frankie, I don't think will start either. I just don't see Frankie starting this game over Casado or Pedri, because when you have the options of Dani Olmo, Fermin playing that 10, you'd rather see them than Pedri there, because Pedri's best position this season has been playing in the double pivot role, so he has to stick there. He can't move. He can't be pushed forward for Frankie to come in. So Pedri Casado, it's hard. It's hard because I would 100%. I think any Barca fan would prefer Dani Olmo to start this game, but Fermin Lopez does have. He's played more minutes already than Dani Olmo so far, and he has proven in the past. So, Fermin Lopez has scored multiple times against Madrid too. He scored like 3 times against them already, but if you want to count preseason, but. I don't know. I have a feeling that Dani Olmo will start this game. I have a feeling that he will. I wouldn't mind at all if Fermin does start this game, but I would prefer Dani Olmo to start this game, because the main problems I see with Fermin is that he has a bit of trouble of controlling the ball and creating a lot of chances compared to Dani Olmo, who is literally perfect for that role, like creating chances, slowing the tempo, being that perfect 10. Dani Olmo is more fit for that than Fermin Lopez. So I do have the feeling that Dani Olmo will start over Fermin this game, and because Dani Olmo has experience in the high level games. So I do have a feeling that he will start this game, but again, I wouldn't mind at all if Fermin does start this game, because I think this, as much as this is going to be a battle of our attackers, is also going to be a battle of the midfield, of who can get the best out of who in the midfield. Let's see, because there's going to be Pedri versus Bellingham, Dani Olmo versus Bellingham, Valverde versus Pedri, Tchouaméni versus Casado. It's going to be a midfield battle, because I think that Jude Bellingham will 100% defend as much as he will attack, and Valverde and Tchouaméni cover space a lot. Luka Modric will probably play that higher role and trying to create chances, trying to make those passes over the top, trying to make those through passes for Mbappe and Vinny to hit us on the counter. So again, it's going to be a very tough match to control and try to get through Real Madrid, but I'm confident that we will. I'm confident that we will. Though the form that we're in this season, it gives me a lot of confidence that we will score this game, and I'm confident with a 3-1 win. You heard me right. 3-1 win. I think the goal scorers for this game will... 2 of them, I have a feeling, will score, Rafinha and Lamine Yamal. I think they will score. I think Lamine Yamal 100% is eager to score this game, especially since last season he got robbed when the ball went in the net, but apparently, oh no, it didn't, because we don't have goal line technology in the Madrid Stadium. We spend millions and millions of dollars in the Madrid Stadium updating it, but we don't have goal line technology. Yeah, okay. So Lamine Yamal obviously wants to get his get back, and this time I do think he will get his get back. He will score this game. Rafinha obviously has been scoring a lot for us, so I do have a feeling that he will score it now. Now the third goal, maybe Dani Olmo. I think Dani Olmo probably will score this game. No, so I don't think Lewandowski will get many chances, because again, he's going to have it tough with those center backs, but those are my predictions. Dani Olmo, Lamine Yamal, and Rafinha will score this game. You heard me right. And I say 3-1 because, again, Madrid will catch us at some point in the counter with those runs from Mbappe or Vinny, and I have the feeling that Mbappe will be the one to score on us. He always scores on us every time we played them, every time we played him, so he probably will do it again this game. And again, Iñaki Peña doesn't give me the confidence, so he might have a Boza moment and they score on us with some stupid goal, but I'm thinking 3-1. Now, who are the main players we have to focus on? Obviously, we have to focus on their attack of Mbappe and Vinny with them making runs, but the other person is going to be Luka Modric and and Valverde. Those guys are the guys. You guys are perfect at making those kind of passes, the long diagonals, the nice through passes. Those guys are going to be very pivotal in making those type of passes for Vinny and Mbappe. So we're going to have to cover them a lot. So against Bayern, we obviously, since we play such a high line, and we saw that Casado and Pedri were a little bit too close to the defensive line, which led to giving the opponent a lot of space. We left a lot of space with Bayern on the wings, especially with Olise and Gnabry. They were left with a lot of space. We were playing so high and so compact that we gave Olise and Gnabry a lot of space. So we have to be very careful in that, in covering our wingers. I think Lamine and Rafinha were going to have to help out a lot this game in defending. They're going to have to help out this game. Lamine isn't amazing at defending. He hasn't been amazing and putting in that work rate to defend, but he will have to step up for this game. Rafinha, he's everywhere all the time, so I have no problem. Laura will have to help out too, but Rafinha and Lamine will have to try and help cover those wings a lot, because as much as we're going to attack with them, Balde is also going to go forward a lot. And Lucas Vasquez, as much as he's not great defensively at all, he is good attacking wise. So we're going to have to be careful with that. Because we saw even against Byron Guerrero, again, he's a natural left back playing at right back, so he's playing out of position, but still he caused a lot of danger going forward and making those overlapping runs. So we have to be careful with that. Because for Mendy, we don't really have to worry about going forward because he's not that great going forward at all. So again, we're going to have to cover those wings a lot, and we're going to have to cover Mbappe and Vinny from making those runs a lot. So again, the defensive line has to be well compact, and they have to be prepared to make those runs whenever they do get through. But yeah, those are the two. Those are the main things we're going to have to focus on for this game. I have two players who I think will be massive for this game and very important for us this game, who I think will be the game changers for this game. The one player is obvious, is Lamine Yamal. Again, as much as Rafinha is getting the goals, as much as Rafinha is getting the spotlight for scoring the amount of goals that he is and the good form that he's in, the improvement that he's had from last season to now, he 100% deserves all the praise, and kudos to him for stepping up massively this season so far. But again, the spotlight, the main person in the attack, the guy who does most things and who creates the attack and creates chances is Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal is our attack for sure. He is our player for this team. He is the guy that creates the chances. He's the guy who's the most dangerous player that we have. So he will be very important in this game. So because against Bayern Munich in the first half, we were struggling a lot. The first 20 minutes, we were struggling to get out of our own half. We couldn't even complete 5 passes. Lamine Yamal was struggling to even get the ball. But the moment he started getting the ball, boom, immediately changed the game for us. Immediately changed the game and we started creating more chances. We started going forward more. We started playing our game. So Lamine Yamal is that guy we have to give the ball to and trust to create the chances and attack a lot in this game, because I think he'll have it easy with Ferland Mendy. I don't really rate Mendy at all, especially this season. He's struggled a lot. I think Lamine Yamal will have it easy with him. I think he will cook him this season or this game. I think he will cook him. So that's why I'm saying that he will score this game or at least get an assist for sure. So I think Yamal 100% will be important. And the other person 100% should be important is Pau Cubarsí. Pau Cubarsí is the main guy in our back line who is amazing at making passes from the back. He is the guy that gets us out of high-pressured games. He is the guy that breaks the lines perfectly with his passes. So he would be important for this game because Real Madrid 100% will put a lot of pressure going forward. They will put a lot of pressure on us like Bayern did against us. They pressured us very high. They pressed very high, and they man-marked a lot of our players, and it was very difficult to get out. That's why in the stream, I was complaining about Iñaki Peña because there was multiple opportunities where he could have made diagonal passes or passes through the middle to Rafinha or someone that was open, but he just doesn't have the ability to do that. And then Pau Cubarsí started doing it, and then we started flowing and we started attacking and we started going forward more. So Pau Cubarsí 100% will be that guy to start the attacks from the back and allow us to play our game because, again, Madrid will 100% press high and man mark a lot of our players like they've done in the past before. Like one game I can really remember from that was what was it? It was for the Copa del Rey when we went to the Santiago Bernabeu and they had us defending the whole game. they pressed us high and they didn't give us any chances to attack, or barely any chances, because they were just pressing very high and man marking everyone. It was very difficult. But this time we have Paco Barci, and Paco Barci will be the game changer with that. I think for sure. I think he for sure will be, because he's the best passer. He's the best center back passer that I've seen this season. Like I can't really compare any other person in any team that's as good as passing as Pau Cubarsí is. I can't really think of one, because a lot of center backs aren't that great at passing. Maybe Christian Romero, I think he's very good at passing, but not to the level of Pau Cubarsí. Pau Cubarsí is just elite at that. Like Luis Enrique made a whole game plan with Mbappe to press him and make sure he doesn't get those passes, because if he does, then Barcelona will get out of our press and boom, they'll attack us and score and boom, 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 boom. So Pau Cubarsí 100% will be important for this game, and I hope he does step up this game. But we've seen it multiple times that even at 17 years old, this kid doesn't feel the pressure, just like Lamine doesn't feel the pressure. These guys are prepared. The whole team is prepared, and we're ready for this game. That's why I'm predicting a 3-1 win, and we will get the 3 points against Real Madrid. We will be 6 points ahead of them, and we will have a very, very high chance of winning this league season, because I don't see us dropping points to any other team, especially the way we've been playing this season. I just don't see us dropping points, especially against, again, the other person who's competing is Atletico Madrid, but we already know Atletico Madrid. We already know what they are. So, again, this will be an amazing game. It will be a very important game. And we better fucking win, because if we don't, I'll have to eat this. And I don't want to die. So, Barcelona, please, please, I beg you, step up for this game, get the win, make us happy. We're gonna represent Coldplay in our sponsor for that game. So step up, be those, make us happy, make us happy, bro. We didn't beat Real Madrid all season last season. Let's make it now the first win, especially at their own crib. Come on, because Real Madrid are gonna want to spoil the party when your opponent is being praised so much for what they're doing so far, that they're saying that they're playing better than you, even though they say that Real Madrid has a better team, but your biggest rivals are apparently playing better than you, have more points than you in the league, have shown better quality, have shown more compactness as a team. Obviously, they're going to want to spoil the party, because they're going to be like, all right, they're playing good, but when they come against the Kings, the people who are good league winners, the reigning champions, they're going to struggle. So obviously they're going to want to spoil the party, but they won't do shit. They won't fucking do that, because we're going to destroy them. We will destroy Real Madrid on Saturday. We will destroy them tomorrow, and I'm confident that we will get the 3 points, be 6 points ahead of Real Madrid, and show the whole world that we're not playing this season. We're going to, under Hansi Flick, win the league, win the Champions League, win the Copa del Rey, and win the treble. Be ready, Madrid.